the role of the APS worker in the law enforcement investigation is, number one priority is victim safety. I tell everyone, we can always get the bad guy later, but if the vulnerable adult is not kept safe and secure, my greatest source of information is not available to me anymore. So keep victims safe, priority number one. Beyond that, it's recognizing what could potentially hold the offender accountable for those criminal acts. Again, thinking as a law enforcement officer, I have to think about Fourth Amendment issues, evidentiary issues. And so when you think like a law enforcement officer, you have a better eye for picking up on what needs to be kept secure. One of the big things, though, is we know that there's going to be conversations. We know that part of the APS worker's role is to have conversations with those involved. But again, if you think of what a law enforcement officer is going to have to deal with, we want APS workers as best possible not to give any indications that they see that criminal activity. Because if there's any type of questions that lead that abuser to know or believe that law enforcement is going to be stepping into this process, again, these overt acts of cover-up, keeping things secret are going to be put into place. And then just documentation, 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 and with high levels of detail. Speaking in generalities in reports just isn't going to cut it when it comes to court for law enforcement purposes, and also addressing the needs of that vulnerable adult. We all need to know specifically what the needs are, what the concerns are, and the challenges for that vulnerable adult to serve them effectively and hold the offenders accountable.